Okay, so like last year, I had this given to me. It was all already tore down and stuff, and I never got a chance to look at it. But the gentleman who had it was just going to throw it in the garbage, and he had said that it was ripped a little bit and needed to be sewed back together. He was just going to throw it in the garbage, and I said I would take it and try to fix it. I've had the frame up for probably about 2 months now. I put it up quite a while ago, and just so I didn't lose pieces and parts. And now I got the cover out, and I see what it means by needs to get sewed up. It's just that the thread broke. It didn't rip the actual fabric. It's almost like a oats bag fabric there, and it didn't actually rip it. It's just that the threads are broken. So I am going to take some feed bag thread and try to sew it back together. And then if you come over to this side, this is the biggest rip. This whole corner is ripped. But if I can fix this, it's a free greenhouse cover for me. So I am hoping that I can fix it and at least get it to work for this year. I've never had a greenhouse, so I would like to try. Yeah, so the greenhouse isn't going to be as easy as a fix as I was hoping. I sewed the section that was ripped here. Can't really see the threads and stuff. And then I went to run the zipper, and right below where I sewed, just started ripping. It's the threads, whatever they use for this thread is just, it's too fragile. It's rotten. So I have another idea. Make a little bit of a frame. Take this seam off, take this front panel off, make a wooden frame and put it on there. And re-sew the zipper with new thread, which I'll have to go buy thread or take a bunch of feed bags apart. More than likely what I'm going to do is take a bunch of feed bags apart because I'm cheap. I want to do this as cheap as possible. I don't want to put a whole bunch of money into it. Try to keep this on the cheap a little bit. So, but yeah, this one's the same thing. And I'll just take that panel off the back. Also, do the same thing. Make a frame. I have lots of wood that I can use. I can come up with the wood fairly cheap, so that is my next plan of attack. I'm not quite sure when I'm going to get to it. I will probably within the next 2 weeks take an evening and work on that. And in other news, I do have a project going for my sawmill. I had to move. Got it. I still have to shovel the sawdust away. I got this cleaned out. Little trees. I got some more birch trees brought up here. I have a buddy who wants some 4x4 birch 4x4s for raised beds, kind of like what I did. And I'll show a picture of them. But I did it last year, and it worked out really well. But in order to get to the smaller, because I don't want to use my large birch, I had to play in the mud again. tractor was sinking pretty good, but it did really good. Got back in here. This is more of a level spot on my property, so I wasn't so worried about it tipping on me. I had to move all of these logs. And they were at the beginning of that pile. I still have a few bigger ones. But mixed, they're all mixed up, big and little trees. But a lot of those will be perfect for 4x4s. These are the larger ones that I don't want to waste on 4x4s. Cottonwood right there from last fall. Some trees that I dropped. I wanted to save these bigger pieces here, these bigger logs. For better purposes. And then that one's got a crotch in it, so it wouldn't make good 4x4 anyway, and I don't want to waste that log because it's a fairly good size, and I'm hoping that because it's 3, and I'm hoping that where that crotch is, I can make some pretty cool lumber out of that, get some pretty good grain out of it. Plus, it was a specific tree on my property that we brought down, and I kind of want to do something special with it if I can. But yep, so I am going to be making, he wants 60 of them to start with, and then I have another buddy that wants about 80 of them. So that's a lot of 4x4s to mill up. And since they're doing raised beds, they want to have them done up before we have planting that happens in the middle of next month. So I have about 2 weeks to mill up a whole bunch of, as many as I can, 4x4s. I'm going to do that all day tomorrow. Just go at it, and I'm hoping to get quite a few done. I'll see how it goes, and then in the evenings after work, I'll mill as much as I can. I'm hoping that in 1 week I can get them all milled up, or at least as much as I have birch logs for. Once I run out of birch logs, then it just has to wait. Just have to be enough, because I don't have the availability to get more right now. The woods, all the ground is just way too swampy and gross, and with the load restrictions on the roads, you don't want to be hauling anything anyway. So yeah, that's my spiel. I'll quit talking now. It's a beautiful evening. It's about 10 o'clock, and right now it feels like about 5 or 6 to me. It's 10 o'clock at night, so I had a full day. Got a couple cottonwoods cut down, some more of those cut, some more cleaned up. I have a lot more to clean up, but that project right there is getting put on hold so I can do these 4x4s, because I can do this anytime. And then my little greenhouse kind of didn't pan out the way I was hoping, so I'm going a different direction with that. And that'll be another project. Lots of projects going on. This is the busy time of the year for me now. No rest till next winter. Everybody have a great evening. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. And have a wonderful Sunday tomorrow. God bless.